Hi guys, this is the third game in the series against Unto. So let's see. Um I did a mistake in the last video, in the first video I did of this series. In this one I was second rank, Unto was first one, so I did congratulate him here. So he responded with a huzzah! So this was the game to for the first place on the rank on the leaderboard, so pretty good stuff. So let's see what happens. Venomancer mirror in the mid lane again. All three games went like that. So let's see if I catch the Kana this time. Hey, luckily I did catch the Kana this time, so Ogre Magi is gonna face the Kana. Maybe I got lucky and I can multicast the Path of the Wise again. As you can see, I did deploy my Ogre here because I'm not interested, for example, if I drew Ignite, I'm not interested on hitting the Kana. I want to hit the creeps, right? So this is the deploy from Ogre because the creeps are going to spawn here in the number 3 spot and at the 4th spot. So Ogre belongs to this spot, I think. That way I can hit the creeps. So I did luckily find my Ignite this time. So at this point, he did play a bait, right? So this is already interesting because bait generate 3-4 creeps, right? 4 HP creeps. So if I play this, I can play the second Ignite here and deal the creeps for a lot. But I don't think there is many use to that because I already have a Thunderstorm, so 1 damage is enough. So I already thinking that playing the second Ignite here on the Venomancer is just better because I can clear the Venom Wards every turn, so that's better. So as you can see, this card, the bait on Kana on round 1 is just devastating. Most decks can deal with that kind of stuff. Luckily I'm playing blue, so I have tons of AoE, so I can kill the doggos, but that's the bad part about Kana, because it's basically cutting out of the meta green and red, because what are you gonna do against this shit, against us red or green? Nothing, right? You just see your tower fall. I did play the Grievil here. I don't think I'm not sure if this is a good play, because you can reserve this creep to block, for example, Imperial have a ton of damage in another lane. But maybe it's okay because you can cycle a spell and have the mana open for other rounds. So I think it's I don't know. I would like to hear about what you guys think about this, because I'm not sure. I'm usually play the Grievil, but I play it and then I think, oh, maybe I should save this shit, because I can, for example, here I can block a lot of damage here with the Grievil. But normally I don't think when I play. I just play my cards and they then think, oh, maybe I'm a retard. But that's okay. In the end, you play cards game just to have fun, right? Thinking is overrated. So, but I'm super sad. Look at this, 14 damage. This Grievous could prevent so many damage here, cause but he have the tower ballad, so maybe But you can know his hand, so probably I'm gonna start just saving this creep from now on then. Back to my play, I did play the Thunderstorm, of course, because I can clear these 2 creeps, and this is gonna die to the creep, so here he played the Grievil, and now I'm super sad because if I save this creep, I can safely play the Grievil here, and it's gonna block a lot of damage. Of course, he can Diabolic Conclusion the Imperia, but that's okay because he's wasting a card for that. So he played the Grievil here and generate another Wolf, but I'm just clearing with my Tower Barrage. I don't know if that tower barrage was correct because you can save the tower barrage for a better value in another opportunity. But I have another, so I'm not too worried about that. As you can see, this time I'm not greedy because I did lose that game, and you learn, right? You lose and you learn. That's the way you improve in this game. So I'm not going greedy that much this game. In first round, I did buy an HP item, and I'm saving my Venom this time. This Venom now is unkillable, right? And I'm super happy because he's gonna spawn Venom wards every round. So of course you can. I can't stop my habit, so I still buy a Midas to try to get more gold. But this one Midas I think is okay in this matchup because, for example, this ogre is tanky. This Venomancer is already unkillable, and these two heroes dying, for example, is fine because I'm always having a deploy, so that's fine. As long as my Venom is living, I'm happy. So I did upkeep kill the Venom here, so this lane is super good for me now. I'm winning this lane because I did play the Ignite here, and my Venom did have an HP item, so um, as you can see, I did deploy another Ignite here on the Ogre Magi, so my Ogre is super strong. This lane is basically being controlled by this ogre, and this lane is being controlled by my Venomancer, so my position already is super good in this game. I did play another Ignite here on the Shaker because he have more HP than the Maiden, so it's better to play the Ignite on him because he have more chances to survive. Um, what more I can play? I can play the Tower Barrage here to kill the Imperia, I mean the Pierre, and that way I can deny the ability next round. And that way I'm maybe think I know he have one horn, right, because I can see he buy the 20 gold item, but I'm thinking maybe I can force him to play the item here to save the Pierre and waste the damage. It's only gaining 2 damage, right? And I'm gaining initiative. But he didn't fall for the play, so he's just letting the Pierre die this time. So, but I was okay with that because I'm denying the ability. So this game is going super good for me. He he had the bait here, but he can't play really kinda in the right lane because he need to do something about mid lane too. So I can buy this Warhorn here, but I end up buying the Hooked Knight. I don't know why actually. Maybe I was scared about a Gold Reserve here into Riley, so that way I can play the Hooked Net and deny a lot of damage from the creeps. He ended up annihilate, uh, playing annihilation here. I'm not care that much because I'm winning mid lane, I'm winning this lane. I don't have any deploys here, but I'm not too afraid about these two heroes coming next round because they can deal a lot of damage in just one round. Venom needs to Venom deals damage over time, right? And Pierre is only to enable the Imperial, that is the hero that deals ton of damage in just one round. So I'm not too sad about the Annihilate. But yeah, what did I play this round? I don't know. I did play this time a Path of the Wise mid, because of course it's always good to have a Path of the Wise on the Canal lane, because you can clear all the doggos pretty easily. And I have a Ignite 2 here and the Venom so this lane is already gone for Unto, I think. Venom is too strong with 10 HP. And Unto already used the only annihilations he runs, and he didn't run any more big clear outside of the Tower Bratch and the Thunderstorms, right? So my Venom is not dying, and of course it have too much HP for Manachora at the moment. So I can buy the one horn now. I'm thinking of playing this item here on the left lane, On Ogre probably, because Ogre is have a tons of value on him, right? Have the Midas and the double ignite, so I want to make sure that this Ogre is not dying. This is a Venomancer here. Is playing the Ogre on my Venom. I don't care because 4 damage is basically nothing. I'm trying to get the value of the Warhorn, but I'm gonna draw some cards now. Here I multicasted the Foresight. That was super retarded. I should have just play the Barracks and then play another Barracks from the multicast and then Foresight, right? Because I don't want to play 2 Foresight. I have enough cards in my hand. So my plan was always just to play the Barracks to Warhorn, so to get the full value. So the correct play was of course just to multicast the Barracks. But of course that happens when you don't think your turns and just play like a retard. Uh, I did play my Warhorn now on the Ogre. As, as you can see, I'm taking the tower next round if nothing happens here. So at this point, I'm thinking I want to relocate this Ogre because he's super strong with the triple ignite. So I'm gonna bounce the Ogre probably. Maybe it was better just to bounce the Prelex with the Shaker and then Fissure here. But I don't know. What can I buy this round? I didn't buy anything. I did get the gold, so I can play Venom back to mid because this lane is getting the more value of the hooked net on the Ogre. So I'm gonna bounce the Ogre to relocate. I hate this deployment phase, man. It's so long. They need to make this shit shorter. It just takes forever. Okay, he's playing the Tusker here. I was thinking in bouncing this, but of course I can't because I lose the lethal on the tower. As you can see, he did buy a Mortred Daggers, but he can't use that because even if he, for example, Mortred Daggers the Shaker, the Barracks is gonna spawn a creep here and Tusker is not dealing any tower damage, so he did start with the Pierre ability. He did reveal my Frostbite and my Slow Venom. Frostbite is the key card on the matchup, so he's always discarding the card. Of course, he sometimes discards the Annihilate or the Echo Slam, but Frostbite is a good choice too. Luckily, he still did have 6 mana open, so my mana short perfectly killed the Imperia, so I was super happy about that, because of course he did discard my Frostbite, the answer to the Imperia, so I could have annihilate in any case if something is going very bad here, so I think at this point the match is just under my control. He can do much, so he's just passing because that's one of the things that happens to this deck. He can get so many bad hands because most of the cards are meant to use in the early game. So if you lose the control of the early game, this can have a hard time coming back to the game, especially with the removal of the Shaker for the Tusk. Because Tuskar is basically doesn't bring anything to the table outside of the wombo combo with the Kana. So, for example, he don't run any red cards outside of the Tusk signature, for example. So there's no hesitations, there's no, I don't know, time of draft for late game. There's nothing. So this Tuskar is costing a Echo Slam, and Echo Slam will be super good in a lot of situations. For example, in this lane, this is a full clear. In the left lane, I mean. in the right lane too, but that doesn't matter too much, right? As you can see, he is starting to deal some damage in the right lane. I need to take control of this lane. Actually, I have a ogre coming with the triple ignite, so he need to do something now because I have only 4 damage, only 4 mana now, so I can't understand, but let's see what Punto does. I think he's taking the tower this turn because we have Lightning Strike and the Mortal Dagger, so that's a lot of damage. You can play the Lightning Strike or the Creep and get the tower. And I'm out of mana, so I can't do anything about that. So let's see. I have tons of gold. And him doesn't have very much, right? Even if he is taking the tower, I'm not too afraid at this point because my towers are kinda healthy. Mid lane is okay, right? He's killing my checker, but I don't care. That's even a good thing for me because I'm gonna have a deploy in 2 rounds ahead, so that's okay for me. I have a TP now too, but he does too. So we take the first tower at the same time, but my position is much better, I think, because this tower is have a lower HP than mine, and I have these 2 improvements here, and this lane is full HP again. So of course he have tons of damage here now, because the currently the bait is bugged, right? Because even if the bait have I don't know 1 charge, Kana is still gonna full summon the three wild wings. So that needs to be fixed. So I have initiative, right? So I can clear this lane with the annihilation with the maiden. So I'm playing just the ogre here to kill the venom with the ignites. Probably playing the ogre here was better on the right of the venomancer because I'm not too afraid of this Venom doing a lot of damage because only have 1 attack, right? You're gonna see I'm gonna fuck up here really badly, but let's not spoil. I annihilate here because I was afraid of Kana doing a diabolic conclusion and then jumping here, for example, or whatever. So I just annihilate and don't worry that much about this lane because I know this Venomancer alone can push a lot of damage here, so I'm just taking control of the game. He played this hero here. I have 3 mana open. And this was the mistake I was talking about because I'm so greedy, man. I deserve to lose more games. Because as you can see, I can I can bounce the Midas and have an unkillable ogre with a solar spear. But instead, I just want the gold and gain the deployment of the deploy effect of the Warhorn again. So I of course am a fucking greedy guy. So now my ogre is in range of double lightning strike that he has. So or not even that, because 1 lightning strike and 1 thunderstorm is enough. So that was a big mistake on my part. I am losing my super ogre with triple ignite. So that proves once again that I'm a fucking retard. I think at this point this game is unlosable, so you can make mistakes like that. It's killing my creeps, but I don't care because Ben is still dying from the decay from the ignite, and this creep is dying next turn, right? Because the ignite from Venomancer. Sec, I'm gonna mute my phone. Hmm. Oh, he did remove my part of the voice with the mode. But let's see, I have only one deploy here. I'm thinking maybe on bouncing Venomancer, but I did talk in a previous video that normally you don't want to play just one hero against mana short. And in this case, that's okay, maybe because I have initiative, but I don't need to play heroes here in the right lane because this is 40 HP, right? So I'm just playing my Shaker here, and even can bounce the Venomancer here. But I want to have the ignite, the double ignite here. So he did have a call the reserves in hand. Let's see what I do. Hmm. I think I can. I don't know what I do. I think I should Thunderstorm here to. But I lose the Path of the Wise, so Thunderstorm is not a kill. So that's unfortunately. Maybe I start with the Wormhorn here probably because. No, Solar Spear. Solar Spear on this. Ah, I think that was a mistake because I'm probably thinking on one for midis and play the item here on the Shaker. But that way I'm only left with 6 mana. So that was probably a mistake. That was a mistake for sure, I mean. Let's see what I do. Of course I frostbite this because I don't want this tower to be damaged. I need to prevent the damage. And this frostbite proves once again that this is the MVP of the matchup. I threat lethal here. He of course have the answer with the Thunderstorm and the Calder Reserves. And he can play both actually. He's gonna just do the more cheaper option, the Tower Barrage, and save the Thunderstorm for later. That's a good play. This was a super stupid, I think. Maybe not, because I'm threatening lethal, of course, with the Sorla can spear. He needs to block with the TP or the Caldo Reserves. Both options works. Luckily I did have this another Frostbite because I can kill the Pierre point if he plays the Pierre on front of one of my heroes. And he needs to do that because of course I have Frostbite. Of course I'm lethal. He did discard one of his own cards. He didn't like the Thunderstorm, it seems. At this point, of course, I can get lethal, but I can prevent my Cherkin from dying. So I'm just gonna frostbite this. As you can see, if I did play correctly this round, I think I could have won, because maybe I could just TP these and Thunderstorm, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to calculate right now. I'm terrible at maths anyway, so there's no point. I'm probably gonna be wrong about that, so I buy NHP items to put in on the products, I think, or maybe on the ogre. At this point, I know he did play the only annihilation he runs, so my heroes are not in danger here. This tower is not in danger, it's full HP, and this tower is full HP almost, right? So the action is going mid, right? So I'm gonna play. I was thinking maybe playing all four heroes here, but maybe that was too much. I think three was okay because I can TP in any case, right? So not need to bounce even because I think I'm winning this game this turn. Oh, I did bounce. Okay, I don't think that was necessary, but whatever. As you can see, he plays all the heroes, all the blue heroes here, and he didn't do anything because this deck is not suited to late game. We are mana 11 already because, and of course my deck have more late game cards, had more core draw, so this game was already one for me a long time ago. So he did just pass. I proceed to Echo Slam this, and here of course I'm winning. He did pass. I should have just passed back, but I didn't realize. I don't know. I normally just say do something like this. I just spam the cards. So I didn't realize because he stuns. So I'm thinking he's gonna do something here, and I'm gonna just thunderstorm here and win the game, right? But I didn't need to do that, so that's a little bit BM, but that was not intended, of course. So that was GG from Unto, and this way I did get back my rank number one, so that was cool. This game was pretty one-sided too, but that's okay. That's sometimes the way the game goes. So see you later. Maybe next time I'm gonna do something different. Maybe I'm not gonna show my game, so maybe I'm gonna show some other players playing, so I can make fun of them. So that maybe it's more fun for me, cause I think this deck already everyone knows this mono blue Lee, so there's no much point on showing this type of deck. I'm not having, I don't have many more decks right to show, so maybe I wanna show decks from other players playing against each other. So see ya.